Oh, hello. Let me just sign in here. I don't like that we have to do this. I must change that. Ah. Hello, hello. Okay, let me bop back over to the right spot. There we go. Okay. I think I've got that. Just going to make sure that I have the chat box so I can see it. Hello, Paula. I am just on today because I had a moment, and I thought I would go ahead and give it a shot. Let's see if I can see this any better, if that's going to make any difference or not. All right, well, I guess not really, so we'll just leave it. Where is the chat box? Here we go. Make sure it's all right. There we go. There, now I can see. Well, how are you doing? Hey, Clarence, how are you? Hello, Cecile. Hello, Cheryl and Paula. You caught me on the just testing out some new software and setting it up to see if I can get it to work right. It is a very foggy, excuse me, San Francisco type of spring, which means heating pad and keeping warm. Hello, Anne. I know you are from Ireland there. So how are you doing? You're up late on a Saturday. Well, soon to be Sunday, perhaps, where you are. It's nice to have you all here. Thanks. I'm hoping that it works. I was fiddling around with it and trying to, to get used to it. And I thought, well, it's better just to jump in, so to speak, feet first and see if it works. So I thought, well, let's see how this goes. So if anybody, is it windy and cold in Montreal? It's chilly here. I can't even see the hillside up above. It's completely white and foggy, and it's damp. So sitting out in that is not good for somebody like me. And despite how much I wanted to go outside, it's not happening. That's part of the reason why I thought I'll go ahead and I'll do a live. Okay. Hello, Shield Maiden. I know you're in the UK. We have a international crew today. Okay, Paula says one day she plans to visit California and take a swim in the Pacific. Well, if you are in Northern California, Paula, you are going to be chilled. So Southern California has the warmer water. We have cold Pacific water. I wear a wetsuit when I have gone out in it. And typically, the warmest water the water gets here is around 60 degrees, and that is in August, September. But there's no reason, I'm just warning you to brace yourself. If you're in Northern California, know what you're going to be in for some cold water. It's 8 p.m. there. I keep forgetting how early it is right now, because it's 12 in the afternoon here. You too, Paula, huh? Oh yeah, sunny in LA all year round. Pretty much. I don't think they ever have a problem. But San Francisco, my area, it's totally different. It could be sunny right now, 5 minutes down the road, truly. We have all these different microclimates and stuff that people aren't aware of. You can always tell who the tourists are, because they're the ones that think that they're in Los Angeles when they're dressed for Los Angeles and they're in in San Francisco freezing their tail off. It's like layers, people. Dress in layers when you come to San Francisco. Layers. You will thank me for this later. So I've got my coffee. I've got my Schadenfreude cup from Cynthia. I don't think she's on here, the chat at the moment. But oh my God, do I need my coffee. Oh, you lived in Fresno. That's inland, so you would have had it warmer and then cooler at night. Here it's just different. Like, it gets into your joints, the damp. So it's you know, it's a damper, well, ocean type atmosphere, I suppose. But needless to say, that's my neck crunching. Needless to say, I shan't be going outside in a bikini top and enjoying the, you know, warm air on my bones. Not yet, not yet. At least not today. I'll have to wait and see. Okay, I'm just getting my brain caffeinated. I'm really disappointed in myself. I didn't make my coffee strong enough. All right. I thought I would do readings on public and personal topics. If somebody has a question that they want to ask, feel free. I'm just trying to look at my screen, make sure I've got it all clear. Oh, thank you. You know what? I don't know why that. There was a delay. There we go. There's a belated birthday card. You got it. I'll do you a little birthday read. I'll pull 4 cards because that's just how I like to go. So, Sin McIn. Thank you so much. Let's see what we got for yous. Let's see what's coming. I'm going to focus in, try to dial in on your energy. And you have a birthday on the 28th, or you had a birthday on the 28th, sorry. My grandma's was the 30th. That's why I'm thinking, I just had flowers for her. So let me just focus on you. Little birthday reading. So I'm asking Spirit and the universe to share with me what you want to share with Sin for her birthday that she just recently had. She's 68. Cool age, by the way. I came in the year 68, so I think it's a pretty cool year. All right. I would like to know what the birthday message from the universe is to Cynthia, or I'm presuming it's Cynthia, or Sin, as she's going by. All right, let me just get these 4 cards out. All right. We have the King of Cups. And we have information or enthusiasm around a male, an adult male, of a water sign. And this can be communication. And I see somebody becoming more responsible. I don't know if this is a son or somebody that is your spouse or a family member, but I do get what shows for me with you, a King of Cups, and I'm getting information that is positive, that is indicating that they are becoming living more consciously aware or mindful, more mature, kind of growing up, if that makes any sense at all. I'm seeing here with someone, they may have had issues to do with, it looks like, abandonment, but there is now I feel like having processed that and moved on. And that is what I am getting. So I'm getting that you've got someone around you, Cynthia, that looks like they're making better decisions, if that makes any sense. And it's an adult male, and it looks like he may have been a bit on the immature side. I don't know if that is well, I'm just going to say a family member, but it may not be. It could be a peer, because it's an adult. But I just feel like there's good news with this person, that they're shaping up or they're wising up. And I'm sure that it's a real relief if you can figure out who this is that I'm picking up on. If not, let me know, and I'll try again, because I am just getting warmed up. Alright, so Anne wants to know, oh, you hope your brother is waking up, your brother John. I'm going to say yes, because this looks like a man that's getting his stuff together. And he had the Judgment card and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like he's actually maybe liking it. See if that rings a bell with him, because I see, like, as he does it, I think he's going to enjoy doing it, or he feels excited. There is enthusiasm towards this, and towards being aware, being more mindful of one's behavior. So I think your answer is yes, for sure. I was worried that wasn't going to make sense to you, but it looks like it fits. Okay, Anne, could I have a card, please? Will my person, let me just, because with this thing I've always got to go look at the sign in. It's annoying that makes me sign in. There must be something I can do. Okay. Will my person come back to me soon, or have they had a change of heart? All right, Anne. Let's take a look. I'm going to get a sip of coffee. More like a bucket of coffee. But still. Maybe I just forgot to stir it. It doesn't taste like it has enough sugar or creamer mixed in. Beggars won't be choosers. All right. Anne, you're wanting to know if the person that you want, obviously, to be involved in your life, if they're going to come back into your life. And again, I thank you if you've joined me. You see that you can ask a personal or a private question. Just please be patient. And I'm reading on Anne for right now. Anne is a person that she wants to have in her life going to be coming back into her life, or have they moved on? Okay. And I'm asking the Creator and Spirit, my spiritual mentors, to help me to answer accurately Anne's question. Has the person she's thinking of moved on, or might they be coming back in the future to her? Okay, let's see what the cards show. What's covering you? You've got, here we have the Four of Wands, and this is about getting out there, establishing new social contacts and whatnot. And I see there's what crosses you is the emotive card of the Ace of Cups. I still think that, okay, before I speak too soon or anything, I do feel like something's coming very quickly, and likely coming quickly, but I don't want to speak out of turn, and I'll let the cards show me what they're going to show me. This shows the past, so I like that we're tracking on your question. the person from your past. And this looks like you're crowned by the Knight of Swords. So it looks like there's some rash or quick events that took place. You know, it could be like a falling out that happens very quickly, or whatnot. Oh, hi, Egypt. I'm glad that you're here, moderator. Here we have the Page of Cups, and it looks like a bit of a surprise, maybe a surprise falling out, Anne. And it feels like it was very, I just feel like it was, somebody's nerves were on short that day. And I do see in the near future the feeling that you're either going to move on with this, or that they have, because there is a feeling of like moving forward, moving on, not looking back. And I think that it's left you in a bit of a like, wow, really, kind of a feeling. But I would, in the near future, to be honest with these cards, as if you can see them here, I'll bring this down a little lower, maybe this is helpful. This is a card of moving on, and as much as it might, and I can see the emotional investment with the crossing card of the Ace of Cups. So I am acknowledging your empathy and your feelings about this, but it does look like moving on might be the route to go, to be honest, even though you're not sure how things are going to play out with the moon here, and there is so much feeling. I'd say just do the best you can with moving forward. But, I feel like keeping an open mind, because this does look like it was rash. And this person was a fool. They get the Fool in their environment. So I feel like this person was maybe a bit rash and a bit foolish with you. And their pride may be getting in the way. So just try to let it be, and let it, if it's meant to be, they'll come back. That old saying, and I know it's really easy to say that, but it's what the cards are telling me to tell you. And to move forward, but to keep an open mind that they might try and come back, because it shows that it was rash or foolish. And I think we're looking at foolishness getting the better of someone. Or maybe they didn't quite have the full understanding because of the Fool. But I do see that you're going to be just fine, love. Here, so either they come back and it works out, or you move on and it works out. You may decide in the near future that your mind may change as far as them coming back or wanting them to come back. So there might be somebody new also in that environment card coming into your environment that you're going to meet. And I feel like the cards are saying, hold on a minute, and there might be somebody that you're going to, a fresh person coming in. Let me pull a couple extra cards. I'm thinking that you might feel like this person makes you feel better about yourself. And you may not be too keen to go back to where there was a lot of drama and a lot of low esteem, if that makes any sense. That I'm feeling like somebody was being manipulated with you, is a manipulator with you. So I'm just going to leave that with you there and let you be the person in charge. But I think you might be better off, and give it some thought and give it some time, because emotions are involved and time is involved. But I think you may come around and feel that maybe it's not such a bad thing after all to go in a new direction, because I feel like there's people there that are in your environment that are fresh, that are different from the person that you've known. All right? And I appreciate you hitting the thumbs up for me And thank all 13 of you that are here, and please make sure that you be patient, but I will get to your questions. The same for you, eh? Let's see, Yvette, I see your question. And Shield Maiden, you wanted the same kind of question about, I'm taking about someone, like somebody special. All right. So what I'm going to do is I will get yours and then I'll get Yvette's. Okay, because that looks like the order that it came in from the question line. Okay, Shield Maiden. And sometimes we need advice. I found when I was reading for my mom, part of her reason why she wasn't meeting people as she grew older was that she was really closed down. And she still really is. She's not really, at the end of the day, open to it. There's a part of her that closes people off. So we have to make sure that though intellectually, emotionally we want that we are open to that, and that our energy is allowing people to feel that we are open to meeting them. My mom didn't do that. And she's like, I couldn't care less. I'm good. I'm like, okay. Thank you, Anne. I'm glad that makes sense. Just hold strong, girl, because I would tell you, I think he's a bit of a stinker, and the universe is trying to help you get rid of some excess drama, and just to enjoy the fresh air. Enjoy the fresh air and the fresh person and people that will be coming in. Allow the universe to bring you somebody new. Just to give it a chance. I think that's something we all need to do. Hello, Allison. And don't worry, Yvette, I haven't forgotten your question. Shield Maiden, I'm checking with you to see about someone special. Companion. And I ask Spirit to assist me in reading for those that are asking these questions accurately and clearly. Okay. Shield Maiden. Companionship. Well, it looks like you have some reorder going on in your life and change. Maybe some changes that you would have to make, wherein concern to a time for other people, or allowing that to have a place in your life. So I think maybe allowing more of a little bit each week of a time of a chance to meet people. And it's kind of what I had to do after my accident. For 3 years after my accident, trying to meet somebody after getting into a wheelchair was real fun. Oh my God. That was fun, trying to meet people. No, it really wasn't. But this might be that you just need to rearrange some and make time for it. All right? Yeah. And I know that the pandemic just doesn't do us any favors, but even if we're becoming just more social online, and that's what a lot of us are doing now, because with the pandemic, that's still a good idea to meet with people and look for people around one's area. There might be somebody in your past, though, actually. Shield Maiden coming in, popping back up. Uh-huh. Yes, actually, I feel like it's someone from your past. And this will mean that you will have to kind of change some things in your life. I don't think that you are going to completely anticipate the change that comes with this person. But, wow, that's really trippy. Come on, cards. Yeah. I think this person is going to be someone's going to push you out of your comfort zone and make you actually go and do things. I don't know about this. I say that as an introvert, but I love going and doing things just on my own terms without a crowd. So I feel like this person is going to shift you into a much lighter energy and make you actually do things that are more silly and lighthearted. So that looks like something that's coming into your future. You're not quite there yet. It's not right in the near future, but it's in the future, Shield Maiden. Okay? Now I'm going to go to Yvette. And your question, I really want to retire soon. You're tired of your job, hard to concentrate. I'm going to go over to, this is so annoying. I have to find the channel that I've got the chat on. All right. So Yvette, I'm reading on yours. I'm looking to see where your write-up was. This thing better not have eaten it or I'll be cheesed. Well, I can see it. So you'd really like to concentrate on, what does that say? Oh, your candle business. Not sure if this is even possible. Oh, I think it's possible. I could probably keep you in business alone, Yvette, because I burn so many candles every day. Every day. I put my prayers up, and then seriously, don't say nay nay, because it may be a yay yay. Of course, as with any business, first 3 years are really tough, but if you can survive the first 3 to 5 years, you'll be fine. So, I think that if that's where your passion lies, I want to urge you to get started with it. Get it going, because even though you might start it out as half hobby, so to speak, in the part-time, and I know that if you're already working, you're probably just tired as hell. But just if you haven't already, start making some and selling some. Let's say a small, handcrafted, as you are doing, a number of them, just to get the ball rolling. I really want to feel, I just feel that without any cards. I have to say that to you, but I'm going to pull the cards now. Okay, Yvette and candle business. I just feel such a strong yes, but let's see what the cards want to say about it and advise you. So, I'm going to ask Spirit and my spiritual mentors, Creator of Truth and Light, what is the advice on the candle business and Yvette retiring? Let's see what we have. It says you need to follow your heart, and you get the beautiful star card, and this is following your heart, following the spiritual pull, and it's probably why I felt so compelled to do it, even get started small now. Yes, and yes. There is balance. Make the decision. It shows that you have to make the decision, and that it involves, as you are well acquainted with the adult, making sure that you have things set up to retire, so forth, and you're maybe just small, starting out with your candle business, but I'd say go ahead and, if you haven't already, just go in that direction, because this is super, super positive. And I see that there is a male figure who may have been in business or business-minded. I don't know if this was like a father, a husband, or somebody, but I feel like it's someone who has passed, because for you, Yvette, because there is a 5 of Cups. And I feel like this person is cheering you on. And don't make the same mistake I made. Follow your heart. Do something that your heart is in, business-wise. I feel like this male had really good business, or a business mind. They may not have done what they wanted to do. I'm not sure. But that is what I am getting. I don't know if that is making any sense to you. But I see this male. He would be, by the way, of an earth sign. I keep forgetting I put my second camera here so you can see my cards and I don't have to. Good, then you can see what I'm talking about. I'm seeing the cards are saying there's no reason why you can't do what you feel in your heart and the spirit is calling you to do. You just have but to make the decision. There is even a male of a earth sign. He would have been an earth sign. I'm feeling strongly he's passed, although the cards aren't necessarily saying that. But they kind of are with the Five of Cups. There was loss around this man. And I feel like he was business oriented. And I feel like he's really wanting you to follow your heart. And that you'll go in a better direction. That you feel trapped. Here's you with the Eight of Swords feeling stuck, Yvette. And that if you make that decision, you will go in a better direction. Again, the Hangman, you're feeling stuck. And you know what you need to do, but you're not really sure yet if you should do it yet. It's kind of like a timing thing. So do it on the terms that works out best timing-wise. But don't wait too long. You don't want your passion to cool for what you're doing. Set it up so you can segue to your candle making. Go ahead and be doing some of it now. There's no reason, if you haven't, why you can't. You know, I can see there's concerns to do with I think health and well-being and concerns where anxiety and this sort of aspect with the pandemic, starting a business in this, but I'm telling you, we are going to be having, I think it's going to be difficult no matter when you start a business. But I feel like there's going to be a flush of businesses starting because of the pandemic, and it might be very beneficial now to get a small loan, this kind of thing, to go for it. Don't worry about it. Move forward. I see there is a King of Wands that will have your back. Wants you to follow your dreams. And, you know, trust it. Make a plan and don't just dream it out. Just say, well, if you haven't, get pen and paper, and it's going to make you feel so much less stuck and so more proactive, because you are becoming more proactive towards getting yourself out of this stuck position that you feel that you're in, because you are in. And I feel like the universe really wants to encourage you toward a happier involvement with work, something that you're enjoying doing, and see how that goes. There's no reason why you can't bop gradually into it. Check it out. And I will, you know what, you leave me your name, send me your email, and I will be glad to purchase some candles from you and boost your, put up your business here for others. Be glad to do that, Yvette. I want to help you in what way you can. I think we all need to make those first baby steps and try something new. Okay? When and how, that's up to the universe. They never let me Shield Maiden. It's their now is very interesting, and my now it contests a little bit. It could be karaoke, because I do feel like interesting that you say that, Shield Maiden, because that was the energy I get. It is more social, it's fun, and I think that sounds like a darn good time. Lightworker, you're here too. I got both my wonderful mods here. I feel so doubly blessed. Have you been told it before? Well, I see that the way it looks with my cards and the way I interpret that is it's coming. Now I know it's like, hey, that's so helpful, Maya, so helpful. But yes, it's coming, and it's coming in the near future. I would say within within a year or two for sure. I would be stunned, let me put it this way, if it's not within this year or a year and a half. But I wouldn't think anything more than that. Just gut level, understand that I'm not great with timing, take it with a big sugar cube. I'm not going to say salt because I don't feel salty about it. I feel sweet. And hello, light worker, and your grandfather. That makes sense because Yvette, going back to you, and Rena, I want to say hello to you, Rena. But it felt like a grandpa. It felt so loving. He's like, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did, honey. And I see that the man, just to speak more to the man that I was picking up on, this person had, again, would have had prominent, probably earth sign, zodiac, sun sign. Very hard worker, a grafter is what, and that means like somebody that's a real hard worker, good work ethic, but just don't think he found it terribly fulfilling. And I feel like he's kind of like off to the side watching you going, do what makes you happy, baby girl. And it's like, so please, seriously, send me your email. Let me know about your candles. I'll be happy to purchase some from you because I burn candles every dang day. And I feel something wrong if I don't. I guess I'm a little obsessed, but it's how I work. Like this one right now I'm burning is sandalwood, one of my favorites. Sandalwood, I like jasmine, all kinds. Yes, it is possible to ask a personal question if you like, Salome. So feel free. Hello, Sharon Sipe. Hello. So good to see you. I'm so grateful that you're here. We got our little regular crew. I want to make certainly my ability to do lives on a consistent basis, which will definitely always be on a Sunday. But also days when I can, and I'm sorry, it'll be a little bit surprise because I live with 3 other adult people and we just never know what's going to happen. So go ahead if you feel like asking a personal question, Salome, and I will be happy to read it read it for you. My goodness. I think more coffee is needed. Hello, I see your question, Allison. I'll get to it. And again, if I didn't say hello to Paula, I want to make sure I did. And Desret. Okay, now I am going to get to Salome's question because she was asking, and then I'll get to you, Allison. So, Salome, your mother died, I am very sorry to hear that, in September, and I feel confused about my siblings' attitude. Is there a message for me? Okay. I'm just going to kind of dial into that. Dialing into Salome's question and her energy. I say her, but I don't know how you identify, so do forgive me if I'm not using correct pronouns at any time, people. All right, let's see. So I'm going to ask the universe, what can you share with Salome with regard to their siblings' confusing behavior in light of their mother's passing? They find it confusing and don't quite know how to take it. What can you share with them that will give them insight and understanding? And please help me to read accurately and clearly for them. Okay, let's take a look. So I'm going to think of your sibling as, I'm always knocking the camera, as this, you know, the starting point, as the crucis. What's going on with your sibling? Okay, the moon. I'm going to say that your sibling is confused themselves and isn't exactly, I'm getting the word befuddled. They really have a confusing mixture of emotions that I get angry, I get irritable, I get scared, I am getting just a host of confusion, but really negative emotions with this moon. Okay, crossing them. This is something new, and that they're still in shock, like they don't know quite how to take it. And so I believe that their reaction is, with the moon, going to continue until they get a bit more time under their belt, which, you know, September, you know, many people would have kind of moved forward, but it doesn't look like they have. And I'm feeling like this is a depression. Okay? I'm feeling like this is an irritable type of a depression. And that they are pulling back and retreating from people. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's what I feel that this person's, your sibling, is doing. Let's pull a couple extra cards. They get the 8 of Wands. This is activity that will pick up. And the Knight of Cups. So I think they need to talk. Now, right now, they may not be very chatty Cathy. Or if they are, it might be really, really irritable or negative, like you're pulling teeth, or like they're avoiding it. Allow them to come around, but just keep open to them and let them know. Say, if you ever want to talk, you know, about mom, let me know. I see that you're seeing like you're maybe pulling back, or that you want some space, or you feel irritable or whatever. I want to give you that space, but allow them to feel, give them a sense. I think your sibling needs a sense of control. I think this has them shook, as it would, their parent passing, and I think you've just adapted maybe a bit better to it than they have. This, with showing with the cards here, it's such a concept to them that they're having to kind of sit with it. And I think eventually they're going to get where they're going to be very talkative about it. I just think it's the way that they are processing. Couple extra cards here, Salome. Yes. And I think maybe some counseling wouldn't be a bad thing. It looks like a decision is to be made also with, I don't know, is there a holdup with a state or anything like that? Or maybe choosing some items? It's all business, only seems to care about, you feel angry? Okay, I get it. It shows that they are, I think, in a very just murky state. I think that they will become more active towards you with regard, and I think it could have to do with things. So maybe the thing where you're talking about is all business, yeah. I think it tends to be looking like they feel more comfortable talking about that. And yes, I see what you're talking about now. More cards with pentacles. And I just don't really believe that your sibling knows how to interact where it's not a transaction. Because with this Justice card and the Ace of Pentacles falling under the Page of Pentacles, it looks like they've always gravitated more toward things or the material realm. Does this make sense? You just be open and honest, absolutely. And especially if you were the one doing all that work. It looks like their interest is perfunctory. And I hate to say this, but when they come to ask more about, I think, possessions or things of value and dividing them up or whatever their excuse is, I see them being very involved in that and maybe trying to slap a happy family face onto it. If this makes sense to the person, your sibling, and their behavior, then it looks like that's basically what you're going to get out of them. I don't think they are very deep. I think they're quite shallow. Again, I'm shown the Four of Pentacles, and I don't know if your mom was a water sign, but it might be them or her, indicating that this is how they are. At the greed. And I can see nothing, but it's weird. The only concern really tends to be the pentacles and the clutching at them, at her stuff. I don't think he does understand your mother. I don't think he understands most other people. She may have, I don't know if she had it's rightly neither here nor there. I would say that she has a very water stance here too, or that could be you. I don't know if you're a water sign. Either way, it just shows that I feel like there's more of a concern for her material possessions. Yeah. Oh, ciabatta, are you kidding me? I love ciabatta. You're welcome, love. I wish I could say that your sibling is just misunderstood, but I just see that they do have a variety of feelings with the moon. I think it's more as a disguise, though. I think it's more as a cover. And I feel like they do have more of an interest with finances, because that's what comes up, and that they kind of like to use the guys here then of the family as to explain their a more direct interest in the business. So that is what I get. I don't think that person is going to change. I just don't think that they have the ability to... I mean, with the moon, you would think that they would have some ability, but I think the moon, again, I'm feeling that they avoid feelings that are uncomfortable, and so they go toward what makes them feel comfortable, which is things, material possessions. I will definitely let someone else... I want some of Jenny's ciabatta. Oh my God, I love bread. Hello, Denise. This has been going on for 49 minutes at this time. I will be going on probably for another 49, possibly, and then I'll be popping off. So if anybody else has a question, feel free to ask. I'm just checking back. I just read up on Salome's question, so you can feel free. Allison, thank you. That's it. Allison, is there anything that you needed to be letting go of? You were saying, or get rid of. That was your question. I did remember that. So let me just give these a really good shuffle. And I thank you for all of you who are sitting in here lurking. Thank you for taking your time on this fine Saturday. I hope that it finds you in good spirits, and if not, I hope that this reading will leave you in good spirits. And I will read on you next. Light worker and... Oh no, you're on a keto diet. Oh, Allison, yeah. I'm good. I'm a good lurker too. It is my pleasure to share this with you guys. Thanks for allowing me to. My guinea pigs. No, I'm just kidding. Let me just read on you. Okay, Allison, you wanted to know if there was anything you needed to let go of. That's a good question. I'm sure if I did my cards on myself, I would probably have, and you need to let go of this and that. That's a good question. So let's just take a look. I'm going to zone into your energy here, dialing in, and I'm going to ask Spirit, what is the message for Allison? Is there something that she needs to let go of? Anything that you would like to share with her universe and Creator? Allison is asking. Okay, let's take a look. Well, it looks like you're actually going to be moving in a better place with your life. That's what's covering you right now. Getting out of a disruptive cycle or a chaotic cycle and starting to kind of edge out. And I will get to your questions, folks. Right now, I am just doing Allison's, and then I'm going to hit up on Lightworker and on you, Crystal. And I see an accent on family and moving into a time where you're spending, or I don't know if there's a move or your family's going to be moving, but I feel like you are heading in a better direction, a better cycle, one that looks good for your family. Like there's a lot of positives opening up with that Ten of Cups. So I don't really see anything that you need to let go of, maybe other than any kind of negative self-talk, because that is never good. Because you look like you're going in, wow, you are going into a great cycle. You get the Six of Swords, Six of Wands, where you are doing well with what you set out to do. You are completing tasks, and there is success, and there is clarity. So I don't think that you really have anything you need to let go of. Just be open to. Just be open to receive in your life. And that doesn't mean you're open to receiving crap. It just means that you're open, that you're not closing off an energy to receive. We close off more than we realize, out of fear, out of belief that we can't have that, or that's not for us. Be more open. Because I see that you have really a great near future and a good window of time coming in. Okay? All right, Allison. So now, Lightworker, you wanted to know about if you have a... yeah, you got good cards, right? Blimey. Lightworker, you want to know about a guide or a spiritual mentor. So I'm just going to ask one of them, because I believe you probably have more than one, if they want to relate a bit about themselves through the cards to you. What do your guides wish to share with you and us about themselves? To Lightworker. Spiritual mentors of Lightworker, will you please reveal us a little bit? Reveal yourselves to us a little bit through the cards for her, for them. All right, let's take a look. You have one that goes with you when you travel. And I just got nervous traveler. And this looks like definitely there is a lot of energy with this person, this guide. You're feeling more of a really powerful energy when they're present, like unmistakable. But I'm getting definitely in connection to, especially when either you're traveling or in a vehicle or moving. I don't know if that makes sense to you. And public, when you're dealing with public. And there's just they view you as like a friend. You may not remember, but it feels like you have three, okay? I'm getting three with the Three of Cups, and I do feel like it is that there are three, that there's more than one. And there is this sense of you been friends, been each other's friends in each other's lives, and they look out for you. Very active, though. There's something, just, I don't know if you travel a lot, or if you have to, or if somehow it's kind of in your mind a lot about moving or traveling vehicle-wise. It just feels like that is where they really are accenting their energy around. But they're there all the time, whether you can sense it or not. So yes. And they look like a pretty happy bunch. You can tune into them, they say, by just closing off your distractions, doing some sound deprivation, meditation, and you would be quickly able to pick up on their energy with that Six of Wands. Wow, who knew? Oh no. You do. Okay, I'm glad that makes sense. Hello, Andrea, or Andrea. I'm not sure quite how you might pronounce your name. And Crystal, I'm going to look for you, okay? You can ask any question that, one question, personal or public topic if you like. And hello to all of you who are lurking here. I thank you. For those that have made donations, thank you. Yeah, it's very interesting, Lightworker. Your guides are like, she feels us. It's like, tell her. She knows. And it's like, trying to be cool about this. And Denise, I will get to you next. Okay. First, I'm going to see if Crystal, Carpenter, I'm going to read on you and see if what the cards want to, what the universe, what the Creator wants to share with you, okay? So you said any message for me. And that's actually kind of good, because that allows the universe, our spiritual mentors, to address a wider variety rather than just one thing. But sometimes it's good to be specific too. But in this case, let's just see what the advice of the universe is for you. For Crystal Carpenter. Crystal Carpenter. Crystal Carpenter. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, it looks like you've been worried. I don't know if that makes sense or not to you, but you are covered with a card that deals with a lot of anxiety. It can be insomnia. Lots of thinking going on. Crossed by the the Page of Swords. So, is this an issue? Is there an issue where, with you, Crystal, where you're having a lot of thoughts carrying through your mind, that you can't shut off the brain or something. It's because it really feels like that. It's like thoughts that just keep running through your, yeah, and look, there's clarity. I think you're trying to figure something out, Crystal. And it's like what I'm being shown here. I mean, I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. I'm just going with what cards are telling me. And they're telling me someone is that with you, or connected to you if it isn't you, somebody that is in just obsessed with a great deal of thought, that they're trying to figure something out, and that you are looking for clarity. The base is down here. You can see the cards that I'm reading if you look in the lower window. Like, I'm up here, but down here. So, don't fall, cards, don't fall. Let's see what else we're... Yeah, this has to do with the finding... when not going to one extreme or another. This has to do with finding the right balance for you, Crystal. And you have in the near recent past the Ace of Cups. Let's see what's going on in the near future. Maybe a relationship. Does that make sense? If it's not a relationship, and if you've been having any kind of, let me just take a look here, any issues with health, I think there could be looking at an issue that is coming up. Or wanting, if it's in a relationship, maybe you're wanting to see something with your own eyes, or to, you know, it just feels, it feels like there might be a relationship that there is a question regarding. And there is a female, a Queen of Wands in the environment, or in your environment card. And I think that there is, I don't know if someone's not telling you the truth about something and your gut is telling you something else. I don't know if this is making any sense for you, and I sure hope it is. But I feel that there is a need to definitely remain resilient and remain strong, is what the message is, and to endure. There's difficult things yet also ahead with that Three of Swords coming in your near future. So I'm feeling that you just, the message is to hold fast. That looks to me like there's a mother figure here also with the Empress and the Strength card. And it's either that your mother could be somebody that you could go to as a shoulder to lean on, as someone, or someone who is like that. Because I feel like this person is there for you. This person is just like your rock. I feel like someone is not being 100% with you. It might be, and I'm not quite sure if it's to do with a man or what, but that is something to check out. And I definitely see like a mother figure being there for you. And giving you assistance that you need. There's a big change coming up for you. But it looks positive. It looks like you need to move out of this situation that you're in, and that's going to take a little bit of time because it takes time to process and get to where you're ready to do that. And then I see you making some significant changes with the Magician. Once you get clarity and working on your self-esteem, working on health. So my concern for you is that you take care of that, of your health, that if you have any kind of issue that that is troubling you, don't, make an appointment, get in to see someone. I don't see like anything like dramatic and horrible, but I do see that there could be some issues. If it isn't to do with a relationship, it can sometimes be like a little health problem that needs fixing, and I see that you'll get it sorted. Just don't ignore your feelings, and if you're having issues, make sure you see someone. All right? And that was for Crystal Carpenter. All right, now let me go and see. What else we have? I'm just trying to make sure I'm caught up. Okay. Jenny, I think you are next. Jenny Adam. Yes. Can I ask what Source has to say to me, please? I feel I need some guidance and direction generally. Okay. Thank you to my moderators, doing a great job. Lightworker, you need to email me your address so I can send you a t-shirt. All my moderators get a t-shirt. I'm sorry, I'm poor. I pay you in t-shirts. All right. Now, in all seriousness, back to Jenny Adams' question of guidance. She's looking for some guidance from Spirit and the Creator. So we all can do with guidance, and so wonderful that you are wanting to hear it. Most of us, push it away. So let's see what we get for you and what the universe wants to share with you. Jenny Adams. Jenny Adams. Jenny Adams. Just trying to dial in and switch over to your energy from other people that I've been reading on. Okay. Oh. Car's wanting to run away from me. Oh my gosh. It just flew. But it didn't go where I couldn't reach it, thank goodness, with the Seven of Swords, that usually means taking something away. But I don't think it meant anything in this instance, because I'm just trying to clear the deck. So I guess it's validating that it's taking the other energy away. Alrighty. So Jenny, I'm going to tune into your energy now, because I guess I've cleared the deck. Alright. Jenny Adams, Universe, Creator, I ask what you would like to share with Jenny, and what can we relate to her, and she wants some general direction. So I ask for you to help me treat accurately and clearly, and give her the information you desire for her to have. Jenny Adams. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. Well, it's calling you to basically a moment of thought before you act or talk or do. The Two of Swords is reflection, inner reflection, and it's calling you to a kind of a more meditative awareness, and allowing, also just becoming more aware of the thoughts that pass through your mind. If you've ever done any exercises in trying to meditate, we have a lot of random funny thoughts that might go through our head, but it's about processing these thoughts. So I'm getting a message definitely with this first card here to do with meditation and processing thoughts. This has to do with self-esteem, and I feel that being connected to your body, being connected again to where you're paying attention to it. So I'm trying to get what else. There's something coming, and it's like, I just want to make sure. It's a reminder that, again, of the connection to your body, and to feel the connection, to feel your body, to be in your body and fully connected to it, if that makes sense. A lot of us spend a lot of times disassociating. I caught myself the other day, and it was like, wow, I don't even need to do that. Why am I doing that? The Devil card shows up. Don't worry. You have healing with in concern to it with the Four of Swords. So this is peace of mind after going through a hellacious time, and maybe physically also not feeling good, mentally not feeling good. It all kind of goes hand in hand. But the good news is that with this Four of Swords, it's speaking of healing. And so it's saying you just need to focus on your healing, or upon healing work, if you're working as like someone that works and helps those who are going through such things to heal. It is about healing and taking back your power from anything that makes you feel anything less than acceptable. And to know that you are cocooned truly in the love that of all of us. It's present. We're all, most of us are just not even aware that it's there, but it's there. Yes. And you're also called not to rush. Okay? Not to rush this process of healing. All right? Jenny, because you are gaining in strength against any negative patterns of the past that had more in control of you than you in it, this kind of thing, or that was putting you through a horrible time in your life. It looks like you're going toward a very strong place, but in order to get to that strong place, you need to rest. And there's a lot of thought that is going to come to you while you are in this retreat, kind of a way of living and pulling back, so that you can gain clarity and strength and awareness of your body and your connectedness. It's like you're getting to know your whole being again, and reconnecting to yourself. I hope that this is making sense. And allowing your body and your mind to heal. And you're going to be the one taking charge. So in order to be the one that is the one that calls the shots, you have to be connected. So you have to be connected to your body. You have to be connected to things that, unfortunately, you don't always want to feel too. And what I used to do was stuff them away. I just wouldn't, I would be aware that I didn't like that, but I would just kind of ignore it. But then it would come back on me, and boy, would it. So now I just allow myself to feel it, get it out of the way, allow it its time. And I feel that when I do that, I don't end up having this as much pent-up problems, I can only offer that out there to people, especially with these cards. But this is about the necessary amount of time and healing and being gentle with yourself, being kind to yourself instead of talking to yourself like you're garbage or something. This is really important not to do that. It's important to have really healthy self-chat. Thank you, Barbara Phillips. Thank you so much. So that is what I feel. The direction is health, is your wealth. All right? Just that's going to be your mantra. All right? Health is your wealth, Jenny. And you're going in the right direction because I see that you're looking to connect. I see that though there's maybe a little bit of a problem just to shut out and kind of like go within inside yourself, but just do it gradually. Just like how you get into a pool, you know, or into a warm bath. You just kind of baby steps because you're going to do great. And I'm really glad to see that. Your cards are good. Good morning, Sandra. Or Sandra, how are you? And I'm glad that this makes sense to you, Jenny. Okay. I'm going to be on here for about another 15 to 20 minutes. So if you have a question, if you have another question and you haven't already asked, feel free. And don't worry, I'm going to be on here tomorrow because tomorrow is my real day of being on here on live. But I'm going to add a few more lives throughout the week just because they're fun to do. And I like making videos, but I also enjoy just the putting up the cameras and doing a live. It's fun. And I like reaching out and talking to you guys and having some back and forth. So, let's see. What is your question? Something about CP? All right. I'm just double checking the chat to make sure I've caught everybody's up with everyone's questions. I guess it's showing me all the chat it's going to allow me to see. Is it CP? What's CP? I feel like I'm missing out. Shield Maiden, what do you mean by CP? Alright, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards. And I'm just, like I said, because it looks like some of the questions are getting eaten in the live, and I'm able to see some that aren't showing up. The rescue dog, Denise. I knew there was somebody. Could you read on, I think it says my rescue dog, born December 5th. Aww. She is 5 years old. She's had a couple of homes. Awesome. Why do people keep rehoming her? Okay, let's take a look at the doggy. Does it say Dory? Dory. Oh, I love animals. Let's check on Dory. I hope that you're still listening, Denise. If not, maybe you'll catch it in the recording, because I did set this to record the chat. So, Dory. Why is Dory, the doggy, being rehomed so much? Denise wants to know. So I'm asking for Denise. I ask Spirit, the Creator, and my spiritual mentors, and Dory's. Why is Dory being rehomed so often? What is going on with Dory, this awesome doggy? Okay, I just want to make sure I get this really shuffled. All right, what's going on with Dory? Why has she been rehomed so much? All right, let's take a look. Two of Wands. Well, it does show people. I think I just got the words not a good fit for them, for their lifestyle. So they're up to making a choice for the dog. And the dog is, I think, there's just positive energy. So I'm not getting anything negative about the dog. First, at the get-go, it's more about somebody else's decisions in their life that maybe having a dog wouldn't be good. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is what this is based upon. All right, let's just see. I'm not getting a whole heck of a lot off of that yet. And then the Hierophant. And we have in the recent past, we have the Emperor. Oh, how interesting. In the near future, we have the Empress. I just feel like it wasn't a good fit with people, with a particular kind of people, because they were a bit narrow-minded, or had, I think, some kind of, I don't know why I want to say that, but I feel like they had particular ideas, very particular ideas, and there was something that they didn't like. Maybe they just weren't as patient, is what I get. There could, I don't know if there was chewing or anything like that, but something chewing just came up to me. But I don't know how old this dog is or anything. 5 years old, you just said. She may have, you know, I think it was with the people. Because with the Empress and the Emperor here in the recent past and near future, I feel like this is going to a place of nurturing. I'm feeling like with this recent past, this masculine energy with the Emperor, it feels like this dog just responds to maybe better to females even. I think better to more of a feminine energy and less of a masculine rough and tumble personality. Maybe the dog just, maybe Dory just prefers to be around. It has to do with choice, yes. I just feel like I feel like this dog is meant to be with you. I don't see any problem with the dog. I see that an older man may have died here with death in the environment and an older male in the past. Okay? And I think the next, whoever may have taken the dog, had the dog next, I just don't think it was a good fit. I think they are crowned by the Hierophant, and they have some those people tend to have very specific ideas. But I just feel with the Ten of Swords, this dog will respond to the Empress better than the Emperor, if that makes any sense to you. I think she prefers a certain kind of nurturing energy. And I feel like she may have been in homes where there just wasn't as much attention, and she may have chewed on things or done something like that, or just didn't quite gel with the family. But I just feel like she's a love bug and just is attached. I think what it looks like to you. I think that definitely there's something to do with that, with Dory. So I don't think it's anything wrong with the dog. I don't get any health cards, none of that. I get more to do with the people. Isn't that always the way, though? But I'll pull a couple extra cards. Oops. I think the people were bored with her. I just hate saying that. I think there was some boredom, that they thought that she would fill some kind of gap, and they were more givers and they were more takers rather than givers. I really just feel like this dog is meant to be with you, not with other people. And at least, or with very strong, feminine, emotive, nurturing, close, loving, mother-like energy for Dory. And that's what she's meant to have. And I just don't think that she got that before, because I get masculine, and I get like an older man that I think had her that may have died, or there was some sort of radical change. There was death in the environment. So that may have been at least one of the changes. And then maybe just being a poor fit. But I think that she shows to be a lovely dog, and that she will be very, very, very close, bonded with you. Okay? Thank you so much for everything. I'm glad. And Jenny, you're right where you need to be. Even though sometimes you're like, really? Because it kind of feels like shit. Just know that I do see it's about being the one thing we often don't do is remember to show ourselves some love, ourselves some patience, ourselves some peace and nurturing, and that's just what you need to do. And you're coming along. You will come along just fine. You just need to heal. And Barbara, I'm seeing your comment. I will handle that too before I click off to go grab a bite to eat. And I'll be back on tomorrow around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's see, Barbara, I love animals too. I lost my, baby March. In March, unexpectedly, you're waiting for your next fur baby to come into your life. Well, Barbara, have you gone to any rescue places already? And Jehar, hello. Have you gone by chance to see, have you already picked out a new family member to come home with you? I'm going to just read on the energy of your new fur baby, because that'll be fun, just to close out. All right, and close this out on a really positive. It's good to read on things that are lighter hearted too. So let's just take a look at the new fur baby that is going to be coming into Barbara's life. Ooh, that makes me happy. Anytime somebody says, I've got a new dog or a cat or even, a bird, I just love having other creatures around. All right. Usually more than people. I think many of us can relate to that. All right, I want to check on the energy of the fur baby. What does the universe want to share with regards to the new fur baby that will be entering Barbara's life? What is something that cool to know or whatever? Okay, for Barbara. Okay, we get the Hierophant. And I get a Queen of Wands. This person's like this is like on you. So like I'm feeling like maybe you've already met with this person to discuss. Yes. Temperance, the right kiddo for you. The right fur kiddo. And you have the Empress crowning you. I think you're going to take a mother, maybe dog, or a female. I don't know why I say dog, but I did just say dog, but I don't know whether what pet, but I see female. I'll correct that just in case. Because you're crowned, but also you're crowned by that nurturing energy, so like pets would love you, and you're the right person for them to go to, especially people that have been people. See, I think of them as people. I do. I really do. But better than people. I see abandoned. So this creature, your next fur baby, may have been abandoned or left, found. And I believe that there is healing that this fur baby of yours is needing. Some kind of healing going on in the environment. And the Five of Pentacles, there might be some, make sure that they check your pet out for any kind of health issue, infection or cold or anything like that. Typically, you know, like when I got my cat, she came with a pretty bad cold. Even though she was looked after well, the person that was taking care of her, when they got her, they had her, and they had her almost over the cold, but it kind of went back, and so I thought, well, how do you like that? I get a cat and they're sick, but she's great. She's great now. So that's what this could be. There might be just a slight issue. Just be mindful, watchful of anything. And Three of Pentacles, 2 and 3 of Pentacles. I feel like this is getting seen to. And I feel like this will work out just fine, but I just feel like there might be. If not, then you know that I'm tired and I may have misread on you. But I feel like wherein your fur baby is concerned, this could also be it taking a little longer. But I feel like you will definitely, there's nurturing that needs to happen here. And healing. So I do feel like this creature will have to be in good enough shape to be able to come home. And there might be just a little time that if you're picking up a rescue, I'd say that maybe they have to get over a little bug of something with that Five of Pentacles. And also they may not have been treated very well. So you're going to have a baby that's going to need a lot of love and a lot of nurturing, Barbara. But I see that you're there for it. And so that's good. So just be aware you might have a little one that needs, or a furry one that needs some extra care. Ah. Oh, you did get Dory from a man. Yeah, it's funny. I just kind of get that Dory doesn't, not that she doesn't like them, but particular kinds of men. I think it's the energy. I just feel that she prefers to be around women. Women make her relax more. She's not as, you know. Okay, well, you guys, I am up to my limit here, and I have got to get off of here and get something to eat so that I don't start giving bad readings, because I don't want that. And I always know because my cat also needs to go out. So I'm going to end out this live. I thank you so much. Know that I will be around tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for another live if I didn't get to you. And we can hang out and chat. And if just, you know what, be looking for some cool, weird shit for me to read on. Please, please. I would love that. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, here's your Reiki. Ooh, I just got some crazy energy through my hand right there. That was weird. I'm not just saying that to be woo-woo. I'm saying that to be serious. Okay. Well, bless you all. Have a great weekend. Remember, as so often we do not remember to be kind to ourselves, be kind to yourself. There's enough people to be mean out there. And usually we are our own worst enemy. So, Madeline Mcconnel, yes, I think I did a reading on her. And I will just say I don't believe that she's alive. And I know I did a reading on her in the past. I don't know where, but I don't believe that she's alive, Shield Maiden, unfortunately. And I do believe that she was abducted by a pedophile. I know that from a reading I did. I know you were wanting to know about that, so I do want to answer that. I'm sorry to answer it in this kind of quick way, but I am going to be getting on and getting off of here. And I will see you guys in the next live. All right? All right. Thank you so much for everyone for your donations, and I will talk to you tomorrow. See you soon.